All stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh. Give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Ali Abbas.
Please the court move that my brother, Ali Abbas, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ali Abbas be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mustafa Ahmed Ahmed.
May it please the court, I move that Mustafa Ahmad Ahmed be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mustafa Ahmad Ahmed be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nasiba Naznin Ali.
May it please the court, I move that Nasiba Naznin Ali be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nasiba Naznin Ali be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lachlan Hai Lung Andrews.
May it please the court, I move that Lachlan Halong Andrews be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lachlan Haling Andrews be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Elena Georgieva Asanova.
May it please the court, I move that Elena Georgieva Asinova be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Elena Georgieva Asanova be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nicholas Hermes Bilaris.
May it please the court, I move that Nicholas Hermes Bilaris be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nicholas Hermes Bilaris be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rebecca Helen Bird.
May it please the court, I move that Rebecca Helen Bird be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rebecca Helen Bird be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jake Anthony Busaletti.
May it please the court, I move that Jake Anthony Busaletti be admitted as a lawyer to this honourable court.
Let Jake Anthony Busaletti be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Chelsea Ann Byers.
May it please the court, I move that Chelsea Ann Byers be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Chelsea Ann Byers be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kaylee Sue Kaleja.
May it please the court, I move that Kaylee Sue Kaleja be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kaylee Sue Kaleja be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jennifer Chen.
May it please the court, I move that Jennifer Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jennifer Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Isabella Coralie Natasha DeWitt.
May it please the court, I move that Isabella Coralie Natasha DeWitt be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Isabella Coralie Natasha DeWitt be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Imogen Mary DeLangre.
May it please the court, I move that Imogen Mary DeLangre be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Imogen Mary DeLangre be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Michael Jeffrey Juma.
May it please the court, I move that Michael Jeffrey Dumar be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Michael Jeffrey Dumar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kelly Elise Faulkner.
May it please the court, I move that Kelly Elise Faulkner be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kelly Elise Faulkner be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kira Louise Faulkner.
May it please the court, I move that Kira Louise Faulkner be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kira Louise Faulkner be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Malika Gazula.
May it please the court, I move that Malika Gazula be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Malika Gazula be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jennifer Michelle Good.
May it please the court, I move that Jennifer Michelle Good be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jennifer Michelle Good be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jackie Halim.
May it please the court, I move that Jackie Halim be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jackie Harlan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Matthew John Hill.
May it please the court, I move that Matthew John Hill be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Matthew John Hill be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Suzanne Huyn.
May it please the court, I move that Suzanne Huyn be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Suzanne Huyn be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Reva Hani Ibrahim.
May it please the court, I move that Reva Hani Ibrahim be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Reva Hani Ibrahim be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mod Farid bin Jafar Ng.
May it please the court, I move that Muhammad Farid bin Jafar be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Mohammed Farid bin Jafar Ning be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Laura Hope Jago.
May it please the court, I move that Laura Hope Jago be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Laura Hope Jago be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rebecca Johnson.
May it please the court, I move that Rebecca Johnson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Rebecca Johnson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Saranya Bai Kaladasan.
May it please the court, I move that Saranya Kai Gladasan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Saranya Bai Kaladasan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hamida Kalaf.
May it please the court, I move that Hamida Khalaf be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Hamida Kalaf be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alexander Gordon Kirchner.
May it please the court, I move that Alexander Gordon Kirchner be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Alexander Gordon Kirchner be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Vanessa Wing Yi Lai.
May it please the court, I move that Vanessa Wing Yi Lai be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Vanessa Wing Yi Lai be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Katie Alexandra Lewis.
May it please the court, I move that Katie Alexandra Lewis be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Katie Alexandra Lewis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alexander Duncan McKinnon.
May it please the court, I move that my son, Alexander Duncan McKinnon, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Alexander Duncan McKinnon be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zoe Grace McKinnon.
May it please the court, I move that Zoe Grace McKinnon be admitted as a lawyer to this honourable court.
That Zoe Grace McKinnon be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Iris Catherine Majudio.
May it please the court, I move that Iris Catherine Mazzudio be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Iris Catherine Merjudio be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tiffany Faith Newen.
May it please the court, I move that Tiffany Faith Ewan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Tiffany Faith Newen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amy Joan O'Neill.
May it please the court, I move that Amy Joan O'Neill be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Amy Joan O'Neill be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Cheryl Ann O'Regan.
May it please the court, I move that Cheryl Ann O'Regan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Cheryl Ann O'Regan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lee Lun Pan.
May it please the court, I move that Lee Lun Pan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Lee Lun Pan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Despina Papio Anu.
May it please the court, I move that Despina Papaioannou be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Despina Papioannou be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Maya Rose Parry.
May it please the court, I move that Mayor Rose Parry be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Mayor Rose Parry be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Finn Cameron Pless.
May it please the court, I move that Finn Cameron Pless be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Finn Cameron Pless be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jehan Polat.
May it please the court, I move that Shan Polat be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable
That
court.
Shehan Polat be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Charlotte Ann Pye.
May it please the court, I move that Charlotte Ann Pye be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable
That
court.
Charlotte Ann Pye be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jade Emily Rajovic.
May it please the court, I move that Jade Emily Rajovic be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Jade Emily Rajovic be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Brendan Michael Ross.
May it please the court, I move that Brendan Michael Ross be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable
That
court.
Brendan Michael Ross be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Susan Sully.
May it please the court, I move that Susan Solly be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Susan Sally be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Sully,
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Solly be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Sarah Sally be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Katrina Safin,
May it please the court, I move that Katrina Saffron be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Katrina Seffin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lachlan Chi Lock Side,
May it please the court, I move that Lachlan Chilok Seat be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Lachlan Chilok Seat be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jessica Seymour,
May it please the court, I move that Jessica Seymour be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Jessica Seymour be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shalika Sharma,
May it please the court, I move that Shalika Sharma be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Shalika Sharma be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
June Shrestha,
May it please the court, I move that June Shrestha be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That June Shrestha be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jumi Sun,
May it please the court, I move that Julie Sun be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Jumi Sun be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amanda K. Starkey,
May it please the court, I move that Amanda K. Starkey be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Amanda K. Starkey be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Michael Raymond Street,
May it please the court, I move that Michael Raymond Street be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Michael Raymond Street be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rahul Parag Tijoriwala,
May it please the court, I move that my cousin Rahul Parag Joriwala be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Rahul Parag Tijoriwala be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Talia Patricia Maria Maxine Okiho,
May it please the court, I move that my daughter Maria Patricia Maria Upico be admitted as lawyer of this honourable court.
That Talia Patricia Maria Maxine Giorgio be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ethan James Wardby,
May it please the court, I move that Ethan James Woodby be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Ethan James Wardby be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shi Tran Young,
May it please the court, I move that Shi Tran Yang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Shi Zhang Yang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Chen Yu,
May it please the court, I move that Chen Yu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Chen Yu be admitted as a lawyer of this court. Will now be necessary for those whose admission has just been moved to, when as directed by Ms. Plater, to stand for the purposes of swearing an oath or making an affirmation and declaration. So please stand when and as directed.
could rows 1 and 2 on my right please stand. Ali Abbas, Mustafa Ahmad Ahmad, Nasiba Naznun Ali, Lachlan Haylung Andrews, Elena Georgieva Asinova, Nicholas Hermes Biliris, Rebecca Helen Bird, Jake Anthony Busaletti, Chelsea Ann Byers, Kaylee Sue Kaleja, Jennifer Chen, Isabella Coralie, Natasha DeWitt, Imogen Mary DeLangre, Michael Jeffrey Duma, Kelly Elise Faulkner, and Kira Louise Faulkner. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down. And could rows 3 and 4 on my right please stand. Malika Guzula, Jennifer Michelle Good, Jackie Halim, Matthew John Hill, Suzanne Huyn, Reva Hani Ibrahim, Mohad Mafarid bin Jafar Nung, Laura Hope Jago, Rebecca Johnson, Suranya Bai Kaladison, Hamida Khalaf, Alexander Gordon Kirchner, Vanessa Wing Yi Lai, Katie Alexandra Lewis, Alexander Duncan McKinnon, Zoe Grace McKinnon, Iris Catherine Madudio, Tiffany Faith Nguyen, Amy Joan O'Neill, Cheryl Ann O'Regan. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
So help me God.
Thank you. Please sit down. Could the row in front of me please stand? Lee Lun Pan, Spina Papianu, Maya Rose Parry, Finn Cameron Pless, Xian Polat, Charlotte Ann Pye, Jade Emily Radjevich, Brendan Michael Ross, Susan Sally, Sarah Sally, Katrina Seffin. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
So help me God.
Thank you. Please sit down. And the two rows on my left, please stand. Lachlan Chilok Seat, Jessica Seymour, Shalika Sharma, June Shrestha, Jumi Sun, Amanda K. Starkey, Michael Raymond Street, Rahul Parag Tijoriwala, Talia Patricia Maria Maxine Okiho, Ethan James Wardby, Shitran Young, and Chen Yu. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down.
Well, may I warmly welcome you all to this, the Banco Court, the ceremonial court of the Supreme Court of New South Wales. Present with me on the bench this morning to my right is Justice Kirk, a judge of the New South Wales Court of Appeal. To my left, Justice Davies, a senior member of the Common Law Division of the Supreme Court of New South Wales. Together, we constitute the court that has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted each of you to practice this morning. We have done so in this court, which rests on the land for which the Gadigal of the Eora Nation have cared and been custodians for thousands of years. And the court pays its sincere respects to elders, past and present, and extends those respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Well, to all of the newly admitted lawyers, welcome to the legal profession. Today is one for celebration. We up here know how hard you have all worked to reach this important milestone. I also welcome your friends and family whose support will have been invaluable to you on your journey thus far. For many of them, the endurance of your finely polished or developing skills of argument and persuasion may now be at an end, or maybe not. But whatever be the case, I'm sure that they are all immensely proud of you, and I encourage you to take the time to thank them for their support. Depending on how good an advocate you are, you might even be able to convince them to shout you a civilised lunch to celebrate your admission. This is an old court which last year celebrated its bicentenary. That makes it, you may be surprised to learn, one of the oldest continuing common law courts in the world. But the custom which you have just followed, namely swearing an oath or making an affirmation on admission to practice, in fact dates back as far as the 12th century. This is not just a quaint tradition. It is a public undertaking by each of you in the presence of your friends, family, peers, and in the presence of senior judges of this court to truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales and faithfully to serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state. The law touches every part of our society, and it can and will lead you all in many different directions and career paths. But in whatever direction you head, you must always remember that the oath or affirmation you have just made is a serious one and deserves solemn regard. So whether you go on to work in private practice, at the bar, in a community legal centre, a Crown Law Office, the Aboriginal Legal Service, for legal aid, or for a government department or agency, or indeed in an entirely different field, you should always be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to justice, and must strive at all times to uphold these cardinal values. Admission as a lawyer to this court is a privilege and not a right, and is contingent upon continuing adherence to your oath or affirmation. Now, you'll see from some of the portraits of former Chief Justices which hang on the walls of this court that we are wearing the same robes, in some cases literally, as have been worn by our predecessors. And you may well be wondering why, after 200 years, we still wear these robes on ceremonial occasions such as this. I can tell you that we don't wear them because they are particularly comfortable, still less might they be said to be a striking fashion statement. But we continue to wear them on ceremonial occasions quite deliberately because symbolically they serve to highlight the continuity of the rule of law in New South Wales. Although importantly, the judges wearing the robes are now drawn from an increasingly diverse pool. Some 43% of all judicial officers in New South Wales are now female. Women make up more than 2/3 of solicitors under the age of 35. And the current president of the Law Society and the immediate past president of the New South Wales Bar Association are both distinguished female practitioners. The composition of the profession is radically different from the time I commenced practice, and it has been an extremely salutary change. These robes also serve symbolically to differentiate the judiciary from the other arms of government, the legislature and the executive. We are seeing on a daily basis from events abroad how important that separation of powers is and how important courts are in supervising the lawful exercise of state power. We are fortunate to live in a country where our Commonwealth, state and local governments respect the rulings of the courts, even if those rulings may be politically inconvenient or even critical of executive government. As to the importance of the continuity of the rule of law to which I referred, I make the observation that in a world in which there is much global uncertainty, insecurity, and challenges to what we have come to accept as conventional democratic norms, the rule of law and the operation of independent courts is more important than ever, and not simply an academic construct or a phrase of some mere theoretical import. Now, notwithstanding the formality and tradition attending this ceremony of which I've spoken, the life of the law is actually quite dynamic. Not everything in the legal profession remains unchanging. The pandemic prompted a radical shift in the use of technology in our courtrooms, and the advent of Gen AI brings with it both opportunities and challenges, including within the legal profession and for the work of the courts. Lawyers must, however, remain critical and independent thinkers. While the increased use of technology offers a number of advantages, it is my firm view that the practice of the law has human nature and human interaction at its core. An essential part of being a good lawyer is understanding people, how others react to and in different situations, how they perform under pressure and deal with each other. This is seen in our courts every day, including in the operation of the criminal law, in cases involving domestic violence, in family law, in disputes over wills and probate, and indeed in much commercial law. An individual in need of your services or assistance as a lawyer will, in many cases, be an individual facing some kind of great personal challenge or crisis affecting his or her liberty, family, property, personal well-being, status, or health or financial position. There's therefore a need to deliver legal services not only competently, but always with courtesy, integrity, and sensitivity to the circumstances of the matter, which may be acute. That requires a human being with emotional and not artificial intelligence. The need for human engagement by lawyers with those needing legal assistance is also a powerful reason why there should be strong representation of lawyers from the many different backgrounds which comprise our cosmopolitan community. That very much includes Indigenous lawyers. Diversity is a concept that is subject to attack in some quarters and some countries around the globe, but diverse representation amongst solicitors, advocates and judges assists in ensuring that all people who become involved in our justice system can and feel that they can be properly heard and fairly engaged with by a system reflective of our broader community and by a judiciary educated in and sensitive to the many different cultural strands which contribute to the rich fabric of our society in New South Wales. The admission ceremonies on which I have sat since becoming a judge, including this ceremony, highlights that there is a far greater diversity of background amongst junior lawyers than when I commenced practice. That is a very good thing, a very positive thing, and leaders of the profession and of the courts work hard to foster inclusiveness and diversity. That in turn builds trust in and respect for not only the judiciary and the legal profession, but ultimately for the importance of the rule of law. Let me now offer a little bit of professional and personal advice. As a lawyer, you will often need to make difficult ethical decisions. You must use the tools you have developed to think critically and not compromise on your fundamental duties to the court and to the administration of justice. At various points of your career, you will no doubt make mistakes, some minor, some more serious. We all do, especially when starting off on something new. When you do make mistakes, your commitment to honesty, integrity, and the administration of justice means that you must take responsibility, correct what you can, and learn from those errors. One mistake I always encourage young lawyers not to make, or to strive not to make, is to fall into the trap of giving your clients the advice you think they want to hear. I can tell you now that that will almost certainly not be good advice, and they will not welcome it in the long run when the true picture emerges. As a lawyer, as a legal advisor, you must be dispassionate and frank in your advice as to your clients' rights and obligations. That sometimes takes courage, but it is of the essence of being a good, strong, independent lawyer. Aspects of the law, especially if you're involved in the litigation side of practice, can be confrontational. But the practice of the law is stressful and demanding enough without personal antagonism between practitioners adding to the load, as regrettably it sometimes does. So it is essential, and I would urge you, to maintain your detachment, balance, and good humour when dealing with your colleagues, including those with whom you negotiate or against whom you litigate, remembering at all times that you are now members of a profession and not a business. There is a fundamental and important distinction between the two, which you must never lose sight of. Another thing you should remember is that the best advocates can and do make their point simply and succinctly. Often, less is more. Some of the most experienced lawyers and indeed judges could also use that reminder from time to time. I don't wholly exclude myself from that observation, although I, of course, exclude Justice Kirk and Justice Davies from it. The reality is that for a non-lawyer, the law is often incomprehensible or at best difficult to understand, and our ever-expanding statute books are often both complex and prolix. One of your important roles as a lawyer will be to make the law accessible to others, so strive to be clear and concise at all times in both your written and oral advice. To do so facilitates access to justice, which is such an important goal in a functioning democracy. In the practice of the law, your physical and mental health are both extremely important. These are matters we're far more conscious of these days than in the past. There may, and I dare say will be, times when you feel a little overwhelmed, burnt out, or distressed. Legal practice can be all-consuming and physically and mentally taxing. Now, that's often because well-motivated, conscientious lawyers will want to go the extra step to ensure that their clients' rights are protected, that a case is properly prepared and advice is comprehensive, and all of that is admirable, but it can become all-consuming. So you must work hard to try and keep your balance, and also to keep your eye out to ensure that your colleagues do so as well. If you do get overwhelmed by it at all, as frankly we all have and still do, I must say, from time to time, try and take a step back and recapture some perspective. Also remember, or know, and then remember, that the law is a highly collegiate profession. In this context, I'm now going to call on two young representatives of one of the New South Wales Bar Association and one from the Law Society of New South Wales to offer a few words of welcome. Ms McGrath, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Melissa McGrath, and I've been practicing for 4 years at the bar, predominantly in intellectual property. And on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I'm delighted to welcome you to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, while also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect our community, and the bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. While I've only been at the bar for 4 years, I stood in your shoes about 20 years ago. And in that time, I've seen some incredible change, in particular in relation to the culture in our profession. That culture means now that you are welcome to bring all of yourself to your work and our community. And it is my hope that you will each contribute to our culture by bringing your unique experience and perspective respectfully to our profession for its betterment, because diversity benefits us all. It is an honour to be a lawyer, and in my case, a barrister, and I'm proud to be a member of the legal profession. I enjoy the intellectual challenge of my job, and that it allows me to give expert advice to and represent people in court, and to contribute to society in a meaningful way. Over those 20 years, though, I've held almost every position there is in commercial private practice law, in international and domestic firms, from summer clerk and paralegal to partner of a few firms. And so what I can say to you is that your new profession can offer you many, many pathways, and it is never too early or too late to choose one or the other. My work has included improving access to treatments for prostate cancer, AIDS, and high cholesterol, dealing with rights for musicians represented by major record labels, and protecting the branding rights of trademark owners, no doubt, who make some of the gifts that you'll be given today. If you are interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association or have a look at its website. And there is a career day, it's bar open day, if you're interested to come along. In the first year of practice as a reader, you receive particular assistance from 2 barristers of at least 7 years seniority, who meet with you weekly, review your work, and teach you practical skills. But the support you receive, as His Honour says, is not just limited to those 2 barristers. The bar is renowned for its collegiality, especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is the professional body that supports barristers and has a range of committees, including the new Barristers Committee, which organises social and educational functions for 0 to 5 barristers like me, and a Diversity and Equality Committee, which promotes one of the key strategic goals for the New South Wales Bar Association, which is to attract the best people to become barristers, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual orientation. Whether as a lawyer or a barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or the Bar Association and to use your skills to assist our community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. So once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession and congratulate you on your admission today as a lawyer of this honourable court. May it please the court.
Thank you. Mr. Belikas of the Law Society of New South Wales, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Elle Belikas, and not so long ago, I stood where you are standing today. And what a day it is. You are here being admitted to the Supreme Court role as the final step at the end of a long and arduous journey. You should all feel immensely proud of what you have achieved thus far. When I first embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea of what to expect. It was not always easy. Sometimes it was overwhelming. However, one of the most important things that I have learned is the value of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and it is a community to which you now belong. It is with great pleasure that I now say this. Welcome. The Law Society of New South Wales is the home of that community, with our more than 34,000 members flung far and wide across the state. We are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to defend the rights of all, and our drive to give back to our communities and uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, being part of a strong network of colleagues has been crucial, and that is why I have been part of the Law Society of New South Wales and New South Wales Young Lawyers for the last 3 years. And it is here where I have found friendship, professional support, and mentoring, as well as gained access to professional and collegiate opportunities and events and publications like the Law Society Journal. These are all part of the work of the Law Society of New South Wales, work which traces back to 1842. Just as this ceremony today connects us back to being solicitors being recorded on English court rolls, which we can search back to 1729. And the custom of solicitors swearing an oath on admission to practice in England dates back to at least 1402. Yet here you are today in Sydney in 2025. So much work is behind you and such a range of possibility lies ahead of you. And now you are part of deeper roots. The role of the Law Society of New South Wales is to ensure that you, as a newly minted solicitor, are able to thrive, flourish, and succeed in your new profession. We look forward to welcoming you to the Law Society community, and today, welcome to the profession. My sincere congratulations to you all, as the court pleases.
Thank you, Ms. Belikas. Well, can I say this to you all in closing? The law is a wonderful profession. It's stimulating, it's challenging, satisfying, and it's populated by intelligent, committed, and dynamic people such as yourselves. You should be proud to be a lawyer, proud of your achievements to date, and proud of the profession you have just joined. It is a very important profession that underpins stability and cohesion in our community, and you are now a very important part of that very important profession. So work hard, take pride in your work, look out for your colleagues, contribute to your community, and don't take yourself too seriously. We wish you all the very best of luck on the exciting journey that lies ahead and a full and rewarding career. So on behalf of Justice Kirk, Justice Davies, and indeed all of our colleagues on the Supreme Court of New South Wales, I once again congratulate you, each and every one of you, on your admission to practice and welcome you to the legal profession. The court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.